And the Memorial Day weekend always brings crowds to the coastal bend, but with that, also some reckless and dangerous drivers. Tonight, we look back at some of the data that local law enforcement collected.
Now, while some of the numbers are still being tallied up, 3 News was able to speak not only with the Corpus Christi Police Department, but also with Port Aransas Police and the Texas Department of Public Safety. Our Faith Colbert is in studio tonight to share what she learned from officials. Faith?
Yes, good evening, Leslie and Mike. From motor vehicle accidents, reckless driving, and a multitude of citations issued, safety was not the main concern for many over the holiday weekend. Now, data taken from Friday, May 23rd through Monday, May 26th show that some areas in the coastal bend were safer than others. The Port Aransas Police Department Chief James Stokes told 3 News that while crashes were not the main concern for them, the volume of calls did increase.
Memorial Day weekend is the start of our summer season, so we did see an increase in our calls for service and in the amount of people that were in town, but we didn't have any significant events. It was a pretty successful and safe Memorial Day weekend for us.
Now, things weren't as easy breezy and beautiful for our local Department of Public Safety, according to Sergeant Rob Mallory.
We worked 19 crashes preliminary, one of those being fatal, that hit and run that we had in Aransas County right there outside of Rockport.
Whether folks were drinking and driving or sober as can be, Mallory says many accidents came from being distracted.
A lot of these crashes this weekend will involve drivers who are impaired or drivers who are just distracted, not paying attention. But yeah, impairment plays a big part in it.
Law enforcement says the increase in accidents is typical for the Memorial holiday weekend.
Back in 2023, in the Corpus District, we saw 136 crashes, and 2024 was 131. And that's not just DPS working those. Those are all the other local law enforcement agencies that work crashes as well.
And speaking of other law enforcement that work crashes as well, Corpus Christi Police Department saw a total of 79 motor vehicle accidents with 80 citations issued and 3 reckless driving arrests. And with summer break already in effect for many, DPS is preparing for the influx of visitors.
Extra troopers out watching for those common violations that lead to crashes, the speeding, not wearing seatbelts, DWI drivers. We will take a zero tolerance policy to those infractions. If we find people driving impaired, they will be arrested.
For both your safety and for others on the road, driving carefully and planning ahead when drinking is the best way to prevent a crash. As numbers still rolling in from all local agencies, we will provide you with an update at a later time. Mike.